Report. I'm Brindley Faulkner.
And I'm Dawson Smutzler. Today we take a look into the critically acclaimed class of Through Whose Eyes Do You See?
LA Times calls it phenomenal. New York Times calls it groundbreaking.
And our local Columbia Tribune says, never heard of it.
And now for a report with Ruth Skolnick-Schur, who went and spent time with the scholars.
Thank you, Brindley and Dawson. Hello, I'm Ruth Skolnick-Schur reporting live from Mizzou's campus.
Scholars in the MSA major, Through Whose Eyes Do You See, have been active over the past 3 weeks analyzing media, learning about social movements, conducting research on stereotypes, taking field trips, listening to guest speakers, and creating social action plans to complete when they return home. Today, we see the class critically analyzing a popular TV show by playing their kazoo each time they see a stereotype or microaggression. I was able to interview several scholars to get more insight into this course.
Excuse me, could I interview for the class Through Whose Eyes Do You... What is a stereotype?
A stereotype is like an overgeneralized or oversimplified statement about a group of people, often like reinforced by the media's portrayal of that group.
Thank you. What is a microaggression?
Well, microaggressions are the everyday verbal, nonverbal, and environmental slights, snubs, or insults, whether intentional or unintentional, which communicate hostile, derogatory, or negative messages to target persons based solely upon their marginalized group membership.
Thank you. Could you give me an example of a common microaggression?
An extremely common microaggression in all mediums of media would be how women are seen as vulnerable and the inferior sex. And also, another common microaggression is how people of different ethnic groups are seen as lower class, per se in income and other varieties as such.
Thank you. Very interesting. How can students open their minds to media and stereotypes?
I would really encourage students to make sure they're getting their media news from all kinds of sources. Make sure you're getting every viewpoint so you can decide for yourself what you think is right. I'd also encourage students not to make judgments about people based on stereotypes, based on race, gender, sexuality, or whatever else. Get to know the individual person.
Thank you for that great advice.
Also, save the bees.
What have you taken away from this course?
From this course, I've learned more than just the importance of advocacy. You also need to make sure that you do not buy things that you do not agree with.
Thank you. It sounds like you've learned a lot. As you can see, this course is very informative about stereotypes in the media. Now back to you, Brindley and Dawson.
Great job, Ruth, on sharing about Through Whose Eyes Do You See?
And now to the weather.
It's hot! So as Steve Keller says, stay hydrated.
Coming up after the break, we have a MSA report on the rise of illegal llama activity.
Now, a word from our sponsors, Kazooby Kazoo.